Welcome back, Mr. Witness. Kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony, may I remind you once again that you are still on the oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness for us to proceed.
Mr. Janneh,
Good afternoon, ma'am.
you're welcome back.
Thank you.
Council, we may proceed.
Thank you very much. Janet, we are to proceed with the remaining vouchers.
Thank you.
Yeah, so please refer us to the next voucher.
Voucher number PV22000334.
What is the amount?
$40,000.
The description, the reason for the payment.
So pipe 25 meters for the new generators to be used for pumping out rainwater from residents' compounds
What
and houses.
What method was followed?
RFQ. RFQ
And how many bidders do you have sent
to
this
to
request?
one bidder,
One.
1 years.
Is it correct to say that the requirements for RFQ were not met,
Yes,
and that also an unlawful authorization of payment? Correct?
yes.
Please get us to the next one.
Voucher number PV220987.
The amount?
183,307.
What was the payment for?
Being 50% payment for drain clearance from Churchillstown Main Highway to Talilim Primary School to Farokono and Swedish Council towards Farokono Channel.
What method of procurement was used?
Same RFQ.
Were the requirements followed? The three quotations were they sent?
Only one is attached to the document.
That payment as well, it is correct to say it didn't follow due process.
Yes.
And so it is unlawful as well.
Yes.
The other one?
PV220590.
The amount paid to Lankaramuswar?
Yes, Lankaramuswara.
How much?
$14,350.
Reason?
Painting materials, labor costs for painting, and cleaning and clearing for the KMC Town Hall.
What is the method of procurement?
Same RFQ.
Where do you have the three quotations sent?
No, only one is attached.
Is it correct to say you did not also follow a procurement process as laid out?
Yes.
And the payment is therefore unlawful as well?
Yes.
Please move to the next one.
PV220473.
0473.
Yes.
How much was paid to Lakramuswar?
54,000.
What was the payment for?
Being payment for hiring of a shovel loader with two
Shovel
trucks. Yeah, with two trucks for the clearing of dumps at Latikunda Yiringanya Community Cemetery.
And for that particular transaction or procurement, what method was used?
RFQ.
Do you have the necessary minimum three quotations?
Yes.
You have three quotations sent to three bidders?
No, only one is attached.
Only one is attached. Is it correct to say that the procedure used was not in line with procurement regulations and rules?
Yes.
And the payment was therefore also unlawful?
Yes.
Please move to the next one.
PV220812.
Is that payment duly authorized?
Pardon?
Is that payment duly authorized?
Yes.
How much is the amount?
145,500.
Paid to Lankaramuswar.
Yes.
What was that payment for?
Cost of plants, tools and other agricultural materials for the beautification of KMC Annex Office premises.
What is the method of procurement?
RFQ.
Do you have the three minimum quotations sent to three contractors?
No, only one is attached.
Would that is it correct to say that it is unlawful payment as well?
Yes.
Please move to the next one.
PV23-0203.
The amount?
342,100.
300
$42,100.
And what was that payment for to Lankaramuswar?
Cost of landscaping and sprinklers at Go to UL75 Park.
What method was used for that contract award to Lankaramuswar?
RFQ.
Were the requirements for RFQ met?
Pardon?
Were the requirements for RFQ met? Like you have the 3 quotations.
No.
That payment is also unlawful.
Yes. Yes.
Is that the last one?
Yes, that last
That's all.
one.
Okay, you can put that aside, and then we go to the payments for scope made to Scope Enterprise. You have those ones?
No, they are not with me.
Please get the register. Okay.
Scope Enterprise. So these were payments made to Scope Enterprise. This statement, price statement.
So we have our 3 PV number. I don't know which one will I, or could I quote only one?
They are
3 PV numbers.
3 PV numbers
Yes.
for the first one.
Yes.
And what are
This one two on the question yesterday.
what are these numbers?
First 3882,
Yes.
PV12 dash
Yes.
6633,
Yes.
and KMC PV 22000866.
Right. Now what is the amount?
326,500. 326,500.
The date?
The
Date of the
date
invoice. Yes.
16th March 2021.
What was the payment for?
Cost of roof cover and finishing for the construction of Talining Gilfirikunda market.
So he was awarded a contract at the Gilifiti market.
This whole transaction, like I said yesterday, started with Sena Martin and Dr. Keita.
Yes.
It's happened that I effected some of these payments in her absence, based on her authority.
Yes. So for the
This is
ones,
during her time.
so for the ones you have effected that you were not present as CEO, acting CEO, you can highlight that. You can say, for instance, this particular payment, I was not the substantive CEO when the contract was awarded.
Yes, I was not substantive
So you can
CEO. I signed for the CEO.
So for the Gilifiti market, when the contract was awarded, you were not the CEO.
No, I was not.
But you effected these payments.
Yes.
Okay. Now, how many of the contracts? There was a time that Mr. Hayaba Kujabi, you know him?
I've never met him. It was when I saw him on the screen.
Yes.
But I heard of the name.
But you have never met?
No, we never met.
How about the works done at the Latikura Sabidi market?
Work done?
At the Latikura Sabidi.
Sabiji market.
Yes.
Yes, I
just given a contract to construct several temporal canteens.
Yeah, but
was it your time?
Pardon?
Go ahead.
Yes, this was based on the council resolution. This was arranged between the 3 parties. You have the market standing committee of council.
Yes.
You have market management.
Yes.
And the vendors.
Yes.
So it was a request from vendors. It's a long story.
But you were acting as CEO.
Yes, I was.
This was your period.
Yes.
So how was the contractor, Lahaiba Kujabi, trained as Scope Enterprise? How was he given this contract? Was it identified?
Going by the resolution, it's indicated that the planning department of council and market management, as well as market committee, should collaborate and identify supply. When I made my inside findings, I was made to understand that the planning department assisted the market management by identifying the supplier, which happened to be like Hyper.
No, but that cannot happen. That's number one. Because these are council's funds. Is that not the case?
Uh, anyway, the understanding at the time was that the various vendors,
Yes.
all right, made a request. But prior to that, council attempted, because it was, when the the reconstruction of Latitude market was, as I was told, I was not on the ground. That was not my time.
Yes.
Some the existing makeshift canteens were demolished.
Yes.
As a result, a good number of canteen owners were moved to the Buba zone.
Yes.
All right. Then when the market was constructed, not all of them were able to get back canteens there.
Yes.
So, but there was an empty space.
Yeah.
So council decided to get into arrangement with one business partner
Yes.
called Finish Profile.
Yes.
So it was supposed to be build and operate and transfer POT.
Yes.
But the process took almost 2 years without any fusion. So it could not materialize.
2 years
So,
you were?
yeah, 2 years.
Yes.
So Finish Profile could not get anything done.
Yes.
All right. So in the interim, the pressure from the vendors were mounting.
Yeah.
All right. Some were, especially those who lost their canteens and they were not, and their colleagues were given canteens.
Right.
So the best space that was targeted to be built by Finish Profile, upon the demand of the canteen owners. All right. So they arrange with council and fine. If this council has got the financial muscle to build as promised, why don't they give them the way to pre-finance? All right. So these arrangements were done. The matter was taken to general council by market committee. I think I have the resolution. So there it
Do
was
you have it
agreed.
here with you?
I believe so. Let me check. If not, then I can provide. But I believe so.
Okay.
All right. So apart from the resolution that I have and when it was discussed, so it was agreed that these three parties I mentioned, the market standing committee, the market management headed by market manager, and the planning were tasked to work this thing out with the vendors.
Is that in the resolution
That's in the resolution.
saying that these three stakeholders would decide how to get a contractor?
Yes, but it was indicated that the planning should assist the market management. If I
The market management
can
in
get
doing what?
yes, but it's clearly indicated in which I can read it out.
Do you have the
Yes,
resolution here?
yes. Just I have both the resolution, the council, as well as the market committee meeting minutes.
Maybe please. we apply to tender the General Council resolution of the 31st of January 2022, and the memo from the Chairman Markets Committee addressed to the Lord Mayor, copied is the CEO, with the subject update or recommendations. The date is 28th of January 2022 into evidence as an exhibit.
A memo dated the 31st of January 2022, it emanated from the Clerk of Council, addressed to the Chief Executive Officer. It is copied to the Lord Mayor, Director of Finance. It's copied twice to the Director of Finance. And it has reference GCM/R001/01/2022. The description or the subject is: following the General Council meeting of Monday, 31st of January 2022, the following resolutions were passed, which I hereby bring to your attention for action. The second memo is dated the 28th of January 2022. It emanated from the Chairman Markets Committee. It is addressed to the Lord Mayor and it is copied to the CEO. And file copy was also provided for. And the subject is update stroke recommendations. These two memos are admitted in evidence as exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/KJ/KMC/009.
As the Commission pleases. Now, Mr. Janneh, please refer us to the resolution where it authorizes these stakeholders to appoint the contractor of their choice.
I didn't say that.
Okay, what did you say, please?
I said
you correct.
I cannot read.
What did you say?
I cannot read off it because I say something different.
Your argument was that the resolution says that they should help, the committee should help the manager or the market management.
No, the Department of Planning
Yes.
should work with the market management to
Yes.
identify a supplier.
Exactly.
Yes.
Please refer us to the resolution.
The council through the Department of Planning and Development.
Refer us to the page, the paragraph.
Yeah, the second page
of the resolution.
Paragraph. Bullet point. Paragraph 9.
Okay, please go ahead.
Are you there?
Yes, sir. No, I don't have it, but you will go ahead.
Okay. The council through the Department of Planning and Development identify supplier who will work with the vendors to provide the canteens at their own cost.
At their own cost?
Yes, at their own cost.
So where did it say that they should pre-finance?
No, I use the word pre-finance in the sense that because the canteen, those interested canteen owners are to provide the cost of the construction.
Of the construction.
Yes.
But so it is not a matter of pre-financing.
I don't know how I cannot give any suitable name other than pre-financing because they are putting in their money into it to execute whatever exercise to be done.
Again?
To carry out whatever exercise to be done. It's not council putting money forward. It's the interested canteen owners.
Okay. So Mr. Lahaiba, that's Scope Enterprise, was identified by the
I need to understand planning.
Planning.
For the vendors.
For the vendors. How much were they paying the vendors for this canteen?
Well, to be candid, this was not disclosed to me. I came to know that through the commission, but prior to that, the then acting director of finance was the one who was working with planning. I think he has deeper understanding in this. At some point, he was pressing the market management to release the list of vendors identified so that you know who are these vendors or whatever eligibility criteria used. That's one. And two, I was also made on the which, of course, I did not attend that meeting, except somebody presented the minutes and attendance for me. I cannot remember that during the discussion at the market committee, it was a joint committee meeting, market market standing committee meeting, where it was this issue of payment was discussed. All right, so there it was agreed, though there were some dissenting opinions. Some said fine, council payments should be made directly to council, especially on the side of the finance director. That's what he told me. All right, but then the other side, the majority said no, since this is going to be financed by the country owners. All right, so they should deal with the contractor directly.
Mr. Jan,
yes,
who is in custody of the market? Is it KMC?
Yes, KMC.
So is there any interest KMC has in whatever structure is being built within the market premises?
Pardon?
Is there any interest that KMC should have in the construction of any structure within the market premises?
Of course, yes. It's the sole responsibility of council to deliver such services.
Good. And then even if it has been sponsored by a third party or someone else, should that not be done under the supervision and control of council?
Yes, that's why in terms of supervision, the planning department is the sole unit responsible for monitoring and supervision of council activity.
One canteen, what they were charging was $48,010. Do you know how they arrived at that figure?
Pardon?
One canteen,
Yes.
It's $48,010. Do you know how they arrive at that figure?
No, like I said, I was not privy to the minutes of that meeting. Neither did I attend. But then, going by the resolution, the planning department was tasked to develop a prototype.
Yes, yes, we have seen that the area council passed a resolution.
Yes,
and
so that was the springboard. That's where.
Yes, yes, very, very clear. Now, I just want us to have an understanding as to where council comes in relation to the finances of the monies that were spent. Now, every storekeeper or canteen owner was supposed to pay 1,250 or thereabout every month. Correct? Do you know that?
Yeah, the rental fee. In fact, I've not. I started something that I've not finished.
Yes.
The then director came with the opinion.
Yes.
Which of course I supported, but then the document was not prepared then.
Yes.
That the council should enter into an agreement with the vendors to give security or certainty, or when it comes to payment of whatever rentage that will to be proposed.
Let me just put this. Let me just put my analogy across first. Every vendor was asked to pay $48,010. Every vendor was asked to pay $48,010. And
yes, that I was told, but I've not seen that record anywhere.
You have not seen that
record anywhere, because going by these minutes I've just submitted, I don't think that was mentioned.
Okay, so it has been put forward in evidence by both Lahaya Bakujabe for Scope Enterprise and by Muru Njai, the market manager, and one of the witnesses who testified as the chairman of I think the committee in charge, the vendors committee.
So in that case, then that's it.
Yes. So the statement of Lahaya Kujabi, let me read to you, 24th October 2024, the first paragraph, the last sentence says, I am aware that KMC financed the construction of 10 canteens amounting to over 400,000, and the remaining canteens for over 100 canteens were financed by the market vendors and the Latukuna Sabiji market at a cost of $48,100. You want me to give you to confirm?
No, it's all right.
All right. All right. Now, Lyman Jame is the chairman of the markets committee. So he also corroborated that fact as well. Muru Njai too said that is the amount. Now, but that's not been my point. My point is each individual was to pay 1,250 for every month. Do you know about this? That is a normal market fees they are supposed to pay every month.
Yes.
This you know, or you just know that?
No, that's the agreement, the post agreement that should have been entered into. All right.
That's agreement.
No, that's what I'm saying. All right. The document was prepared but was not finalized.
Yes.
This was a suggestion from the final director.
Yes.
But in practice, yes.
Yes. Now, 1,250 is supposed to be paid. If KMC had built, you guys built your own canteens and you rent it out, for every month you are receiving per canteen 1,250.
Yes.
Now, because it is being built by each vendor, now you are charging them $250
per month.
Per month. Council is now losing $1,000 technically every month from all the vendors, until such a time that the amount spent by the vendors have been recovered.
Yes.
So council's finances, you can't exclude that from this transaction. Correct? Correct? Do you see the logic?
No, I've seen the logic.
Yeah, so you cannot look at it on face value and say, since they are the one pre-financing or they are the one paying, constructing, so it is not our business, so therefore let them decide who they will contract. I'm not saying you, I'm saying council generally. I'm not saying you, Mr. Janne, I'm going by the resolution. It's council itself. You are the CEO, but council, all of you people, because the finance of council were involved. They were no longer paying the amount they were supposed to pay. They were paying far less than they were supposed to pay every month. So you are the one paying for the canteens. Is that not the case?
Based on your explanation, people give different interpretations.
No, you can have a different interpretation.
Yeah, yes.
It's okay to have a different interpretation.
So
And you can decide, hear me out. You can decide to even disagree and give the commission a more acceptable analogy. But if they were to pay 1,250, and because they construct the canteen, they are no longer paying that. They are paying $1,000, sorry, 250, and the 1,000 is waived. It was supposed to come back to council's coffers. It's not coming back to council's coffers. You get that point.
Yes.
And so because of that, let me just tell you quickly what it will cost for every individual. If they are paying $1,000, 48 months, that's 4 years. That's 48,000 times 96 vendors. We're going by the minimum number they have given us, but we'll come down to that. There's about 4,608,000 losses, financial losses for 4 years. 4,608,000 financial losses that you would have made from vendors. So you cannot say it is a business entirely for the vendors, so they decide who they give the contract to entirely. That's wrong.
Sorry, come again. I didn't get that portion where I said, where you said the council will lose almost 4 million in the course of 4 years.
Let me repeat back again.
Okay.
The 1,000, the canteens, each of them, you know, council said that each vendor would have to pay for their canteen.
Yes.
And the amount they were paying is $48,010 per canteen.
Yes.
We know Lahaba said he had constructed more than 110 canteens or thereabout. Muru Njai said no, it's about 96 canteens. But we are going with the minimum. Do you understand? Until we verify the number.
Okay.
To be on the safe side. So if we were to go by that, it means that if they were to pay 1,250, council will construct the canteens, and each vendor will pay 1,250 per month times 48. That's $60,000. Do you see?
Yes.
Is that not the case? We can do the calculation together.
What the calculation is correct? I have no problem with that.
Yes.
All right.
So,
but
let's just get it out. So 1,250, if that's what they were supposed to pay for 4 years, would be $60,000. But now they have costed it for $48,010. If you minus that, it's $48,010. It means there's $11,900 less profit, for instance, that you make from every vendor. You times that by 96, that's $1,151,040. That's the losses in profit. But now the other issue where council had spent $4 million to construct those canteens without giving the actual physical cost upfront is when council passed a resolution to say they are going to construct the canteens, and then they're going to pay less. You understand that?
I'm a bit lost, council.
You are?
Bit lost.
You are a bit lost.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody's lost with mathematics. So, Mr. Hartwell again, Mr. Janne.
Yes.
Maybe if you do it with a Q&A, maybe you'll understand better. How much were they paying as rent?
1,250.
Good. That was what they were supposed to pay.
Yes.
Now, who built the canteens?
The canteens.
The vendors.
Yeah, the vendors.
They built their canteens.
Yeah.
And one canteen is $48,000. Do you understand that?
48,000.
$48,010.
$10. Okay.
Per canteen. Do you get that?
Okay.
If you times that 48,000 by 96 stores, 96 canteens, how much will you have?
That's 461. Is it?
Oh,
No, I'm sorry.
48, 48. By 96.
48,
4 million.
$48,010. Huh?
Yes, yes, by 96.
$48,010 by 96.
Yes.
Will give you 4.6.
4.6
million. Yeah.
That is how much the vendor spent altogether, 96 of them, to build these canteens.
Yes.
Right? Okay. And then if they were to pay 1,250 every month, one vendor, 1,250 for 4 years. It's 4 years because the agreement with the vendors is that they will receive all this money within 4 years.
Yes, meaning they'll pay in 1,250.
Yes.
But only 250 will go to council.
Yes. So if they were to pay 1,250 every month by 48, one vendor will be how much? That's $60,000.
250 by 12 by 4. That's 60,000.
Good. So just for a start, one vendor, if you were to charge him 1,250, you are getting $60,000. If he is to build the content by himself, you are getting 48,000 well, yes, $48,010.
Now I've seen the logic.
You've seen the logic.
Can I say something?
No, let's just clear it first. Now you have seen the logic. So going by that one vendor, one canteen, there is a loss of about 11,000 plus. You get it?
Yeah, see, for $48,010 from 60,000.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's one. So just tell you how really irrational this agreement was. But let's put that aside. Now I am saying, if you have now 96 vendors, and those 96 vendors, they all paid the $48,010. That is $4,606,960. You get my point. Now, if those 96 canteens were paid 1,250, this is the amount you get still. But now they are paying $250 instead of 1,250 each month. Because they build their own canteen, they are paying $250, correct? Instead of 1,250. So there's $1,000 outstanding, correct? Do you agree?
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, I am.
Are you following? So $1,000 is by 48. It's 48,000. By 96, still back to the same figure. Cancelled is what you have invested. So why would you not take part in the procurement?
Oh, okay. Well, I definitely, I would say, as things happen, I cannot say much. But these were not the thinking. All right. These were not the thinking at the time. Otherwise, all those things should have been put into consideration. All right. What are the advantages? All right, allowed. But then you can also understand at that material time. All right, like you said, if council had the financial muscle to do that, all right, in the course of 4 years, council will realize more instead of what happened now. All right, but then
Sorry. Let me refer you quickly to your budget. Just to let you understand that what you are saying is not tenable. Your budget, you have You have said this is in 2020, right?
20 should be part of 2021 budget.
It started in 2020. When was this? Let me get it right.
It's 2022.
It's 2022.
Yes.
Can you confirm, please, quickly?
28th January 2022, when the resolution was passed.
Now, what was your budget in 2021? Your overall total budget.
Okay.
Can you tell us?
Sorry, I didn't have the budget with me.
You don't have the budget?
Remember? Yes, I cannot remember.
You cannot recall?
Oh, no, I cannot recall.
Okay. We'll call you back and we'll take you through, because let me just give you an example. Let's say for 2020, I am just giving you.
Sorry, ma.
You have the budget.
No, the income, the total income.
Yes.
And expenditure for
Yes.
2021,
20. Yes. You have all of that.
2021, 2022.
Okay, so let's have that. Because I was going to refer to you to show you your projection and expenditure to let you understand some things. Let us have those ones. Let us have it all admitted. Then we can go through the income and the expenditure.
Yes.
For 2020.
2021.
Yes.
2020. Unfortunately, I don't have 2022. But 2020, 2021.
Okay.
I don't have the 2022.
Okay. Which one are those ones?
No, these are the documents that I should submit.
Okay.
Yeah.
We apply to tender the income and expenditure for the period ending 31st December 2020 and 2021 for Cardiff Municipal Council as provided by the witness.
Huh? I don't have it. That is mine. What you handed over to us is the actuals for the 2020 and the 2021, right? Both income and expenditure.
Is it so? I thought total income and total expenditure.
Okay.
Anyway,
All right.
check it well.
All right. So like for 2020, what you collected was 222,812,979. That is your 2020, what you had as revenue, right?
Mm.
That is what we have here.
Okay.
Okay, let's admit this first. The Kalifi Municipal Council income and expenditure for the period ended 31st December 2020, and the income and expenditure statement of 2021. These two, income and expenditure statements, are admitted in evidence as exhibit together, and they are marked as LGC/KJ/KMC/010.
As Commissioner places.
Yes, Council, you may proceed.
Thank you. Now, is there anything in any law that gives council the power to conduct procurement? As in, what I mean is the political body of council. In its
not to my knowledge.
Not to your knowledge.
Yes.
You will agree with me that when it comes to procurement, the laws are very much clear as to who can conduct procurement for the area council, and that is the procuring authority vested mainly with the CEO. Correct?
Yes.
But of course, you are now supposed to be subjected to checks and balances by the General Council. But for them to conduct procurement, there is no law that I know of.
Can you I don't know what's
So who is the head of the procuring organization?
Is the CEO.
Yes.
No.
So that the CEO is the head of the organization. CEO sits at the level of the contracts committee, correct?
Yes.
And the CEO implements decisions of council in relation to procurement, in relation to administration.
Yes.
In accordance with the laws.
Yes.
So that the General Council does not have procurement powers. They want to procure a laptop and they sit over it at council and they decide they need laptop, they still have to pass it through the normal process. There are people on the ground who have the expertise, who are employed to make sure they are in compliance with the law for the attainment of such a request, correct?
Yes. If I may, can you help to clarify
what I'm
the point where you say council involved in procurement in relation to this particular?
If the council is to give a resolution to instruct that a certain group of people or organization, in this case, the market manager and the planning department or whosoever, without involving the CEO to oversee the procurement regulation, that would not be proper. That would be in contravention with the procurement and regulation. Is that not a fact?
Yes, but
do you agree with that?
I agree, but the planning department is part of council. The market management.
Do they have procurement powers?
No, they don't. I'm not saying that.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just anyway. That's my own. I'm just trying to give my own analysis.
I understand.
Yes. All right. The standing committee.
Yes.
Of the market.
Yes.
All right. Which of course deals with day to day with the vendors on the ground.
Yes.
So if vendors have expressed their interest at that time, the pressure was so mounting. All right. So people, I would say, many people are so blind with certain things. So the focus was to get this thing. Have a canteen belt.
It has to be done in the right way, in the right manner.
Yes, I didn't dispute that.
That is the only thing.
I didn't dispute that.
That is what we have interest in, not the intention. The intention is not why we are here, because we cannot go into the hearts and minds of every individual to know why they have done this. For instance, you may argue very well Or anyone may argue very well to say, well, the vendors were desperate, they needed help, we had to help, we helped them. And you may convince so many people. But if you flip the side of the coin, you will also, one can argue as well, that is why you flouted the rules. You used the discretion of the vendors to flout the rules and encourage corruption. Do you see that? Because Modunjai was the one collecting the money in cash. And he collected more than $3 million and allegedly paid it to Lahaiba. Do we know whether they had shared the money? Do we know whether they inflated the price? Do we know whether the amount that they said these canteens cost is far less than that? We have no idea.
Can I come in there?
Yes.
In that case, one guy taking the responsibility to collect. Still, I'm trying to find out where that decision comes from, though I'm receiving conflicting information. But then it's
What information do you receive?
no, I started to say, I said it here, when they had that meeting, all right, so the finance director, advocated that let vendors pay to council directly. So in that case, the council will expend the money as it should. But because the money is coming from the vendors, some from other quarters said no, this money is coming directly from the vendors. So vendors should pay the money as my informant put it, directly to the supplier.
Let's move to the other issue. I think this issue is clear.
Council, let me just remind Mr. Janneh.
Yes.
Councillor Jame came here and we asked him the question whether Mr. Modunjai was instructed officially to receive the money in cash. He said he cannot recall and he did not know because he couldn't recall any council sitting where they discussed that Modunjai should receive this money is being paid by the vendors through cash in his office at the market.
Yes.
So if there is no resolution allowing Modunjai to receive cash from vendors for a project as big as the construction of the market, don't you think that is in contravention of what is contained in the financial rules, in the financial manual with respect to collecting tax money from taxpayers?
Of course, I totally agree with that.
Thank you. Now, Council, you may
But then, can I say this?
Yes.
Anyway, that's opinion and the testimony of the council.
Yes.
I let me reserve myself. But then, I agree with him to say there is no resolution that indicated that Munjai should collect money. Yes. All right. But then I think these two parties, Munjai was here, whether you have the opportunity to come here. All right, the councillor was here, whether you had the opportunity to.
No, you
but then
no, Janneh, Mr. Janneh, hold on. I just intervene to let you know that this is what transpired here in the commission. You understand? Whether Modunjai came and somebody else's came, I just intervene to let you know. Maybe perhaps you are not following. So that is why I drew your attention to this, what we have heard from a councillor who sits in council and who is aware of some of these resolutions that have been passed. All right? It is in that context that I'm putting it to you.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
Council, you may proceed.
Now, the other question is, were there some canteens that were financed by council?
Yes.
How many?
10. It's unfortunate I don't have the minutes, but what was initially suggested?
Yes.
Okay, council will be constructing 10 canteens monthly. monthly. But because of the council's poor financial standing, all right, this could not happen. In fact, when it was the initial time period targeted for this to take off, it did not, because there was no money. So we had it experienced a delay over 2, 3, 4 months or so when council was able to chip in, and even with that, it was paid in 2 installment payment.
Now,
But then it's true that council funded 10 canteens.
Now, those 10, how did you pay? Who did you contract?
In this case, there was no contract given. I think it was subsumed in this other canteen. Yeah.
And so that and was procurement laws followed? Were procurement laws followed?
No.
Why? Is there any reason?
Since I think that is also part of the whole arrangement at the committee level. Because these three committees we are meeting, I'm sure they had series of meetings. It's unfortunate I was not I did not attend. I can't remember any of this.
Is it allowed to spend council's monies in paying contractors without following procurement regulation?
No, I totally agree with you.
Yeah. So
the
was paid?
When I've not laid hand on any evidence of payment. No, I've been pushing all. I'm not in council now, but I've been pushing. Even this morning, mistakenly, a different payment was given to. When I realized, I called. I said, "No, that's not it," and they admitted. So, if the council give me time, I'll make follow.
Yes, we'll give you time. Ask to be given time. But whilst you were CEO, how was Lahaba paid? Scope Enterprise, how were they paid for the 10? You were the CEO.
This is what I'm saying. I think each canteen was paid at for 48,000.
How?
And $10. Just like other, because it's the same structure.
Mode of payment. Bank or cash?
It was bank transfer.
Bank transfer.
Bank transfer. I was
paid.
to understand.
So you have the details.
Yes.
So you can provide us with the details.
Yes, I will do so.
And would you be able to provide us with the details of the payments made to Lahaiba Kujabi, trading as scope trading or enterprise, when you were acting CEO, for all the payments made to him?
The
payments made to Scope Enterprise, Lahaiba Kujabi, as at the time you were acting CEO.
Yes, I did. Those vouchers are here. But I think there was one voucher which was the initial one.
These are the vouchers that we are showing you. We don't think it is exhaustive. We want you to give us a list of all the payments made as the time you were CEO to Lahaba Kujabi.
Now, Mr. Janneh, going by the income statement for 2020,
yes,
you had your expenditure based on what you have given us. Your direct cost was 46,027,621, and your admin cost totaled to 166,154,035. Now, if you add this 166,154,035 and 35,000, you will have a surplus of 10,631,323. So your statement that council did not have money is incorrect based on the income and expenditure for the period ending 31st December 2020. And it goes over to 2021. So, where is the issue of council not having money coming when this amount is less than 10 million?
Ma,
Yeah.
I think this activity
Yes.
Started in 2022, January.
January 2022.
What you were reading, it
Yes.
is 2020, 2021. I can remember the budget for 2021.
Yeah.
Okay, going to 2022. All right, there was a surplus of 10 million. I cannot.
Your budget, even your budget for 2021, there is a surplus.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
Yes.
Which was which was carried forward from 2020.
Listen, you saying that you did not have money, it's not correct based on your income and expenditure statement. Now we will give you time to bring us your expenditure and income statement for 2022. Because you brought in 2020 and 2021.
That's what was requested.
Yes.
Yes. So I bring. No, I mean that's what was. If those two were the ones requested, that's why
Okay.
I did yes.
And 2023.
And 2023.
Yes, please bring that. Note it down.
Sorry, let me take note of.
Yes, the income and expenditure statement for 2022 and 3.
Income and expenditure statement for 2020 and 2023.
Yes. As at the time you served as CEO, which of the accounts was your car park fees being paid into?
I cannot remember offhand, so then I can.
Please check and let us know. Council, you may proceed.
Sorry, car park fees.
For the period that you served as CEO.
Okay. I'm done.
Yes, thank you. Let's just exhaust the exhibit the vouchers you have with you in relation to scope enterprise. The first one, you have read out the three voucher numbers. What is the date?
Can I repeat it? Because the one on top is the one I read, or
Okay, please. For scope enterprise.
PV23.
Yes.
That's 0203.
Yes, sir.
The date is 31st January
Yes.
2023.
Okay. And the amount?
$342,100.
And the scope, the definition, the reason for payment?
Sorry. We treated this. I took
For scope
wrong
enterprise,
voucher.
scope.
Scope. Yes. That the one those that were treated. That's what I.
Those were for Lankalamo. Can you,
Yes,
can the register, Mr. Kamara,
mistakenly.
please get the ones for Lankalamo
Mistaken. So
from the witness.
For scope, PV number 3882.
Yes.
Remember, I said this particular payment at 3 different PV numbers.
Yes.
Okay. And your advice was for me to read all. Okay. Can I go on?
Yes. The amount?
Okay. Let me finish with the PV number.
Please proceed.
The second PV number is 12-6633. The third is KMC PV 220000866.
Yes, sir.
And the amount is 326,500.
Reason for payment?
Cost of roof covering and finishing for the construction of Talini Gilifiti Kunda market.
What is the procurement method?
It's RFQ.
Do you have the 3 minimum conditions sent to the potential supplier, contractors?
That's what I'm checking. You have two.
Two.
Oh, sorry.
But is that the one you had?
Yes, I think there are two. Yes, sorry, three. One is Scope Enterprise. The second is Eco Farm Building and Construction, and the third is Sheikh Juf Enterprise.
You have 3 Form 101s.
Yeah. Yes.
There are 3 Form 101s. Are they Form 101s? The form.
Yes. Let me look at it. I was just reading the quotations. Only one is attached.
Only one. Yes. Only one request was sent.
Yes.
Good. And the minimum should have been 3.
Yes.
But is this the payment you said was the contract was already entered into by the council before you were CEO? Is this the one?
Yes, there was no contract. I was made to understand that there was no contract.
Yeah, but the award
was awarded and executed, all right, and handing over done during the time of Senator Martin.
So yes. All the award for the Jilifiti market was awarded by Senator Martin before you became the acting CEO.
Yes.
Okay. Then we will suspend those ones for now. We will suspend those ones for now. Maybe please have. Just last 2 issues. You had made some payments to Mr. Mustafa Kanye as well. You've made payments to Mustafa Kanye as well. For instance, there is this voucher, LGC/SN/KMC/006. Date is 24th of December 2021. Payment were made to Mustafa Kani, that's Kanjura. You know Kanjura?
Yes.
Everyone knows Kanjura. The description is payment of honorarium for his efforts on recovering council's overdue debts as per request attached. Amount is $10,000. Mr. Kanjura, the Sheriff Njai wrote the letter. Now I will show it to you. You approve the payment. The second one is a refund for cost of maintenance of vehicle as per attached. The amount is 13,300. Do you recognize those vouchers?
Yes.
Do you authorize payment? We start with the first one.
You started with the first one?
Yes.
With yes, this payment was effected.
Which one? Which one are we talking about?
The 10,000.
What is the PV number?
Honorarium.
The PV number?
Yes. The PV number 21-2050.
Yes.
Dated 24th December 2021.
Yes.
And the amount was 10,000.
Yes. Why pay Mr. Kanjura honorarium?
According to the finance director, then acting finance director.
According to?
Acting finance director.
The name, please.
Sirif Njai.
Yes.
Kanjura was rendering some services for council in respect of debt recovery.
Okay.
So any amount that he recovered,
yes.
a certain percentage was attached to you that's supposed to be given to him.
A certain percentage?
Yeah, yes.
How many percent?
All right. So, well, that one I can't do, because if I think I will take the trouble to get evidence of.
That's fine.
All right.
Proceed.
So, because of, in fact, he did this when he came with this memo, and I asked, why this? All right. But prior to that, I knew, but I have no evidence. Kanjura was involved in debt recovery. He was at times going with these people, at times
Kanjura was involved in everything.
All right, go alone, because
Kanjura was involved in everything. Is a fact?
I cannot say, but
no,
he cannot be involved in everything. He's an individual.
Is it most you prefer?
In most, well,
I can deal with that.
Okay, good. So, because I can vividly remember GTSC.
Yes.
Then I think the director or the managing director, what Mr. Kanye is so they owe council lot of money. All right. So because of this closeness or whatever with Kanye, so he of course persuaded, and something was realized. I cannot say for certain how much.
Mr. Jan, right. Is this how we run our institutions?
No. What I'm saying, if he was doing that, like the director, acting director of finance stated, all right, if we made an arrangement with council, that's what he's explained. So when he brought with this, he said yes, he recovered some amount. All right. So I said, did you do calculation? He said, yeah. He said, what the remuneration that will be honoring that will be given to him amounted to this. I said, then go. If that's the case, then write to that effect.
And he wrote.
Or then he wrote as evidence. So
and
submitted. Yes.
Why you supposed to be that way?
Well,
The answer is
anyway, this is
the
narration
answer is no.
convinced me.
That is not the process
Yeah,
for effect payment.
For the process, no.
So why would you pay? Are you scared of Kanjura Kanyi?
Pardon?
Are you scared of Mr. Kanjura Kanyi?
No. That's to be scared of Mr. Kanye.
So why would you sanction payment when you know that is the most unusual way
It's
to
not
sanction
Mr.
payment?
Kanye who walked to my office
Who?
to say so. It's not Mr. Kanye.
It is who?
It's Sirif.
Your subordinate.
Oh, Sirif.
Your subordinate.
And I said I said it in this commission.
Let's
Kanjura was involved in that recovery.
Your subordinate. No, wait a minute. Your subordinate, Sheriff, is your subordinate.
Yes.
You oversee Sheriff's work.
Yes.
You
I agree.
are to make sure the things you are told are verified. And all you had said here gives a signal that you were just acting in good faith, maybe, or whatsoever it is, but you know that there was no verification of anything. Read the letter that Sheriff wrote. It's attached to the voucher.
Caption Honorarium.
Yes.
With reference to the above, I wish to write and inform you that Kanjura Mustafa Kanyi was temporarily assigned to support the rate recovery unit to follow up on defaulters, which have successfully improved the performance of that recovery unit during the last quarter. Based on the above, I recommend for a honorarium of $10,000 be paid to him as a form of appreciation of his effort on the assignment as motivation.
So you see, this has nothing to do with a contract, has nothing to do with an agreement. It has nothing to do with someone somewhere thinking that Mr. Kanjura Kanya had done so much to recover money, and now I think it's much more nicer to reward him. That's the language, correct? We agree?
Yeah. Yes.
That's the language. Is that how you sanction payment?
No.
Very unlawful payment.
I agree.
Yes, that's one.
Okay.
Go ahead, say what you have to say.
Yes, I think when Sirif, I could remember, I followed one of his testimonies.
Yes.
Where he indicated that Kanjura Kanya, Mustafa Kanya was engaged in that recovery.
I'm not saying he was not engaged.
No, okay. So what I will appeal to council,
he was engaged.
Commissioner.
That payment is an honorarium. That payment is because Sheriff Njai thinks that Kanjura Kanye had done a tremendous work. Now I ask you another question. Were you in the position to analyze the recovery that he had done to warrant that payment?
Pardon?
Were you in the position to verify? Did you verify the success rate that Sheriff is trying to claim that Kanjura Kanye had before you authorized the payment? Did you?
Well, my ability depends on the response of the finance department. I could remember
data.
Yeah. I could remember Sirif was asked by the honorable chair to catalog the various recoveries.
Now I'm asking you, as at the time that you were authorizing, when you look at the letter, you read the letter, and the basis of the honorarium, needless to say, in fact, even if that was the case, it's still unlawful. But the idea that you were given the impression that the revenue was maximized by the input of Kanjura Kanye was not true. True. They were not presented with any evidence of that nature. Is that not the case?
Yes. I was not presented, but I didn't. That's why I want to request from the commission.
You should not have approved it because you were not presented with any evidence of that sort. Even
at that material time, I agree.
So the other one.
Voucher number KMC PV22 000210 dated 6 June 2022. Amount 13,300.
The reason for payment?
In respect of the funds for cost of maintenance of vehicles as per request attached.
Why did you approve the payment?
Yes, as the minutes indicated, when I received this,
not minutes, letter.
No, you see, that's what will inform my decision. I cannot, when the request come to me, I cannot just approve it or disapprove it. I need to do some clarifications through staff.
Okay.
All right. Since Kanjura was directly his immediate supervisor was a then acting director of services, I minuted this request to him, and I stated, please establish the breakdown and subsequent maintenance of this said vehicle and give a written report.
Was that done?
The written report was not given because but he walked into my office to establish this. Yeah, the director. All right, so you can see it has gone through many. You have
What you minuted your instructions or the information that you were seeking by way of clarity before you arrive at your decision, were they met?
Because the said vehicle, I don't know. I know council.
Where they met, you asked for certain things to be provided. Were they provided? You asked for certain informations that were very vital for in you arriving at the decision, at the just decision. Were they met?
They were not met, but the various minutes that were advanced, my decision was based on those.
So your initial request, they were not met?
No.
Okay, now what were the subsequent reasons?
The minute two from the deputy director of services said himself and was pre-financed by himself. It's a, I don't know, the statement was clear. I mean, we pre-finance it.
Everyone is confused here. Sijani, even you are confused. Even you're confused with that, with what you're reading. Is that not the case?
Yes. What, allow me to go on.
I am allowing you to.
Okay. In fact, sorry. In fact, the first minute was who has instructed for this maintenance and who refinance it. That was the first minute. The second, himself and was refinanced by himself. The third minute, when it came to me, for the time I minuted back to the same supervisor.
Yes.
Please establish the breakdown and subsequent maintenance of this said vehicle and give a written report.
Yes.
Minute 4. This from director himself, Mr. Sanya. The reason for the claim is that the official vehicle is off the road and he has been using his personal vehicle for official errands, in which he incurred cost of maintenance as per request.
Do you know the detail? Please proceed.
So when the director stated this, then I I needed to finance for approval.
Yes. But even with all those correspondences, there was no time that Mr. Kanjura Kanyi or the director of service or whosoever put the request. There was no period wherein they provided you with the details that you requirement or the information that you needed for that refund. Correct? That's a fact.
Yes.
And you still approved it,
Yes.
but it was wrong. You should not have approved it.
Yes.
Right. Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Unless there are questions for this witness, that's all for. That's the last voucher
Yes. Yes.
for Scope Enterprise. No, we said we will leave Scope
we said
Enterprise.
we reserve.
Yes.
So, but I have some. Oh, on later date, I have some documents that I should have submitted earlier.
Do we have time to get documents here? No, I'm asking the commissioners.
Yes, it's okay.
Let's admit the documents here.
How many documents do you have?
I think about 11.
About 11.
Some are in bundle because 11 items. So correspondence are more than 1 or 2.
So just give us the ones in the bundle and the separate correspondences.
Madam Chair, the witness will come back.
Yes.
I can see, if the chairperson permits.
Yes.
The witness can have those documents recorded with the honorable registrar, Mr. Kamara, so that he will hold those documents. When we call him back, he can now tender because I sense that the documents are too much.
Okay.
Is that the case?
Then is it possible for me to carry them and bring back with them?
No, you will have to this with Mr. Kamara. You itemize what you give him, and you sign against it. Do you understand?
So when you come back, he would take note of each of the documents you are giving him, and you will sign off so that you remember exactly what documents you left with him. So when you come back, we'll admit them. All right?
Okay, it's going to be time consuming, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Because
Thank you for your understanding, Mr. Jani.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You're discharged. You would list with.
You have another witness.
You have another witness.
I can see my commissioners.
Yes, I was informed by the registrar that you have one witness that has just one document to submit. So let us call him in to submit the document.
Just one document
Yes.
for Camps of Akanya.
Yes.
Yes.
Was it just one document that he was requested to bring?
So, but
Okay,
yes.
let him come and we find out. Thank you, Mr. Jani, once again.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Mr. Witness, For continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, may I remind you once again that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair. Thank you, Madam Chair. I hand over the witness to for us to proceed.
Mr. Kanye, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
You're welcome back.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming.
thank you too.
Yes, you have something for us. Council, you may proceed.
Mr. Kanye, you have a document that you want to.
Yes, Madam asked me to bring this document for you. Yes. Okay. Madam asked me to bring this document for you.
Yes. May I please see it? What is this document about?
He said, let me table down the number of arrears I collected
Okay, for
from
2019, 2020, and 2021.
yes.
We applied to tender a document as presented by the witness seeking to outline the areas owed by various institutions or businesses within KMC for the year 2019, 2020, and 2021 concerning the witness
Yeah.
into evidence as an exhibit.
Mhm.
Mr. Kanye, the document is not signed. It's not on any letterhead. There's
I know I told you I couldn't get it because I'm no more working there. And all I had to do is to go and ask the present rate manager or yes, to tabulate these things for me and give it to me. I did not know that they should sign it. And even if the persons concerned, like i.e., the CEOs have changed hands. So the present one would not sign the document which it was not on his time.
the present CEO said he's not going to sign.
No, he didn't say so.
Okay.
I said,
Okay.
I don't think he will sign
Okay.
because he was not there at the time of the contract.
Yes.
And I didn't even know it should be signed.
Okay.
I did not even know that it should be signed.
Now we will give you back this document because this is coming from the records of the council.
Yes.
So it's either yes, whoever prepares it should sign it because this is information that was known to you. You understand? You may you may wish to do just a cover note to say that during this period, this is what you recovered, and you sign so that we know that this is what you have done for this, covering this period and this period. The other thing I also want to indicate, even though it is not his time, but these are records from the council, and he is occupying the space. If you need it, he should give it to you with a cover note to say, this is what we found in the system for and on your behalf.
Okay.
Right?
Do you want it in the same format? Because it's this and a cover note and the signature of.
Yes, you signing off on this document.
I will provide that signature of mine.
Yes.
And I will go back to the council for the present CEO to sign.
No, any one of you can sign. You can sign because you got this record from them, or they can sign indicating that this is whilst you were there.
It would be easy for me to sign. I can sign.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes.
Mr. I will show you two more documents. We will have it admitted, and then we can apply that you will be discharged. One is I had informed you about your suspension from work dated the 30th of April 2019, where you were suspended, and I read the letter in your file, and which says the following your unruly behavior towards the acting Deputy Chief Executive Officer at his office today, 30th April 2019, in the presence of Director of Services and Ward Councillor for Kololi, Honorable Peter Mendy. I am directed to suspend you from work for 2 weeks without salary with immediate effect. You have to resume for work on the 22nd of May 2019. However, you are hereby advised to desist from such practices. Any future recurrence will attract stiffer disciplinary actions. Dembo Essensane for Chief Executive Officer. You recall we read this letter to you when you last appeared.
As I've said, I cannot remember me being suspended for 2 weeks.
Yes.
I cannot remember.
Yes. Now I'm saying you recall I read this letter to you.
Yes, yes.
Okay. We have also your reply to this letter, which I will show you, and you can confirm. The same date, the 10th of April 2019, from Kan Mustafa Kanye to the Director of Admin. It's a memo where the subject is so-called unretired impress as well. Kan Mustafa Kanye name and signature. Please confirm this letter. That was your response to the letter that was written to you. Do you recognize that response? Do you recognize that response?
Yes, I recognize this one.
Okay, thank you. We apply to tender the response of the witness to the letter from Dembo Essensane that's already admitted. The date is 30th of April 2020, 2019. From the witness, Kan Mustafa Kani, into evidence as an exhibit.
The memo dated the 30th of April 2019, it emanated from Khan Mustafa Akani to the Director of Admin, and it is copied to the ACEO, that is the Acting Chief Executive Officer, with the subject so-called on retired impress. It is signed by Khan Mustafa Akani. The said memo is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/KMK/KMC/005.
As you come to please, the last for the rest of the day today, Mr. Kani, can you please read your response to the administration in relation to writing to you for unretired impress? Please speak into the microphone.
Thank you for writing rudely to me without writing from both. Thank you for writing rudely to me without writing to both sides. However, I do not blame you. Even kids can be given chance to explain themselves. Whoever directed you to suspend me in rude and stupid and does not know his term of reference came to council through a process. I came to the council through a process, and let the same process will see me exit. My salary bit is not a problem for me, but for you, two greedy lots will not have your ways, and the paper has been, as I am here, you will not have your way once more. Truly, you are all cowards, and I hope to remind you, you cowards. I will use your original letter as a toilet paper for my next visit to the toilet.
Thank you. May I please have it? So your letter says Thank you for writing rudely to me without writing on from both sides. However, I do not blame you. Even kids are given chance to explain themselves. Whoever directed you to suspend me is rude and stupid and does not know his time of reference. Come to council through a process and let the same process will see me exit. The salary bid is not a problem for me. Both of you two greedy lots will not have your way. And as I am here, you will not have your way once more. Truly, you are cowards, and I hope you remain cowards. I will use your original letter as toilet paper for my next visit to the toilet. As a law student, you should know better and go by procedure as you always preach. Kan Mustafa Kanye, you signed. Were you eventually suspended?
Why?
Were you eventually suspended?
No.
You were not suspended.
I can't remember.
The suspension did not stand.
It doesn't.
The attempt to suspend you was never materialized.
Yes, I think.
Is there a reason?
My only reason is because I just tell them what I think they should do to go back through the process.
Yes. And the process would have been?
I don't know what will be the process, but it's not one man to stand there because he doesn't like me. Okay. Or for whatever reason, suspend me without due process.
Thank you.
Please, even kids are given chance to explain.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have no questions for Mr. Kanye. Just to find out from council whether these were all the documents he was asked to produce.
Yes. This were all the documents he was asked to produce, but we will verify and we will get back.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kanye.
Thank you.
We will let you know when we need you to verify any other issue.
Thank you.
That we are dealing with. And we will verify whether we had asked for more documents than what you have submitted. So please endeavor to do this. And you can bring in these documents by Monday.
Okay, I could bring it back.
Yes, you bring it this document back. We may rise.
Ask.